Angel Reese making more history, but the biggest question is, can she lead her team to the playoffs? We know what she can do. Mama can rebound, okay? She had her third straight game with at least 20 rebounds and tied the WNBA mark for most double doubles by a rookie with 22, something that she is probably going to break with a few games left on the schedule. But again, Chicago ended up losing. And just to put some perspective, because I think, again, we always grow so apathetic to excellence. It's like, okay, yeah, but Angel Reese was a double double person in college and she set double double records in the SEC and like whatever. The last NBA player to hit the 20 rebound mark for 3 straight games. Can you guess?
I only know the answer because because I did Sports Center over the
Literally in the
weekend.
Google Doc. Yeah.
It's Shaq.
No.
Oh wait, just kidding. I was giving the wrong information then.
Ben Wallace,
Oh, Ben Wallace.
Detroit Pistons, 2003. So we haven't even seen an NBA player do this in 21 years either. I mean, that to me is why the idea that there is no conversation to be had about Rookie of the Year is stupid. I will say the same thing I have been saying. I'm still giving it to Caitlin Clark at this point.
I have to stop it. I'm sorry. Nobody in the NBA is going to allow somebody to grab 20 rebounds a game. Nobody. Nobody's going to just let you grab 20 rebounds and then put up 20. No. Sorry. They're going to box you out. They're going to get the rebound. They're not. It's not the WNBA where they're just going to, not box you out and just try to jump all day with you, and not happening. Another thing. NBA players aren't going to be, just to be honest, they're not going to be missing 3 layups like that right there in a row to grab 3 rebounds. It's not going to happen. And I'm not saying that's where all Angel Reese's rebounds come from. I'm just letting you know that's not a good take, Elle. That's not to take anything away from Angel Reese, but that's not a good take.
But the idea that it's just this runaway contest, that is ridiculous. She has 62 rebounds in her last 3 games. That is bananas. That is nuts. But alas, they have not resulted in wins, and Chicago is losing their grip on the postseason. So that's going to be the biggest question. We're starting to see Camila Cardoso round into form since the Olympic break too. She's playing even better as we sort of do a little bit of a look around with some of the other rookies.
Mm-hmm.
But man, they've got a half game lead over Atlanta for the 8th and final playoff spot. And I don't know. It feels like when you talk about momentum, it's Atlanta that's got all of it right now, and Chicago does not. And I do think that ultimately, if they can't make the postseason, that is going to be something that factors into the voters' minds when it comes to Rookie of the Year.
Definitely. Bananas.
I'm sorry, but who has gotten the script over to Elle? Because what is she talking about? What does Angel Reese's rebounds have to do with? They're not winning. The question is, can Angel Reese lead the Sky to the playoffs? The answer is no. Kennedy Carter can. Marina Mabry was going to. Angel Reese is, look, like I said, no discredit to Angel Reese's rebounds. When have we had a person, let's go to Elle's situation. Who do we have in the NBA that we congratulate for rebounding and doesn't really score or has no big man presence? What big do we know that just grabs 15, 20 rebounds a game, has no offensive skill set to finish around the rim, and then we congratulate them? Elle has lost her mind. I'm not sure who's giving her the script, like I said. But the Rookie of the Race situation is done. It's done. There's not even it's not even like fair anymore to even keep putting Angel Reese through this. Like, you guys are making this worse on her. She's coming out game after game looking like, dude, I know high schoolers that can finish at the rim better than that. How you make it through college and not able to finish? I don't care. And don't tell me in the comment section, she's a rookie. Bro, we're talking about layups. We're not talking about jump shots and three-point shots. We're talking about layups. She doesn't look like she looks unathletic when it comes to doing the layup. It doesn't even look, it's shocking to me. Now, rebounding, a little bit of defense, yes, great. She has a knack for the ball. But once again, when have we congratulated someone for just rebounding and then missing consecutive shots, layups. We have never. I think Elle's being a little disrespectful to Angel Reese by even like dragging this on, because she's not going to win Rookie of the Year. There's no conversation, in my opinion. And if you guys think that there is, please let me know down below. I don't see it. Maybe I'm missing something here. But if we're talking basketball, bro, what Caitlin Clark does for the Indiana Fever doesn't even, like, it is so far past what Angel Reese does for the Chicago Sky. So far past. Yes, Angel Reese has a couple points here and there from free throws and has a couple points from some layups and things like that. Caitlin Clark is a point guard. She has more responsibility than any rookie on the court. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Rickea Jackson has a way better upside than Angel Reese in the WNBA. Cameron Brink has a way better upside than Angel Reese in the WNBA. Both of them are better than Angel Reese. And I'm just being honest. I'm not here to fluff you with you guys. I'm not here to bullshit. Angel Reese, if she could get a serious coach, trainer in this offseason, going into the next year, and she could improve on her skill set, okay, that's a whole different conversation. But as of right now, Jackson is way better than her offensively. She could spread the floor. She could shoot the three. She could take you off the dribble. She could defend. Same with Cameron Brink. So I think it's a little disrespectful that she's not even getting brought up. But Angel's so attached to the Caitlin Clark situation that you guys are just. And I get it. The rebounds are great, but you got to be able to put some type of offense production with these layups. You're right around the rim. You have to. So let's hear what Elle has to say, man. But
and nuts. You said this was bananas. Bananas and nuts make for good Sundays, Elle. But everything that we're seeing from Angel Reese, we have to call out the obvious. And one, the Dream, by the way, barely lost to the Mercury the other day. So they're coming, right? The Angel Reese numbers are a touch misleading, though. Like, so many of those rebounds, the offensive rebounds, are because of the field goal percentages and because of the misses. Like, right, I was looking at the numbers. She's the only player in the WNBA with triple-digit offensive rebounds this season, bro? Right? That's because a lot of them are coming by way of her misses.
Sure.
I mean, listen, 20% from three-point land. She is a strong forward. She's a power forward. All of her shots, right? The lion's share of her shots come within the paint. And even that still, she is 48th out of 52 qualified players in field goal percentage, and she makes her living in the paint. So I'm wondering, the rebounds, treetops look cool, right? It's a double-double every day, but the Sky would be far better off if she was getting fewer rebounds and her field goal percentage was simply higher.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she has to convert the first time.
Yeah, this is something that, first of all, she's not a three-point shooter, not even close. I know some of those videos were going viral for working on her, her shot before the draft, and look at Angel Reese hit 7, 8 threes in a row. That is not her game. That has not ever been her game. That's not her game. I love that she's working on it. It does become an important part of your game, especially as you get older and you can't rely as much on your athletic.
Dude, she just shot a 3 versus Aces that didn't even touch the rim. It hit the whole left side of the backboard. Stop it, Elle.
Every player that I know at some point likes to.
She needs to work on 500 layups
that
a
will
game.
put you on a roster far longer than anything else. But yes, that had always been a bit of a concern, at least early on, according to some of the experts, or at least the experts that I talked to in the space, was just her ability to shoot, outside the restricted area. Could she get outside the paint? Could she have even just a nice mid-range type of shot, which is something that she was able to use and utilize at LSU. But I mean, the numbers are the numbers. And yes, you can dig a little deeper into the numbers. It's funny. Back in the day, when I was working for the Atlanta Hawks, there was someone that told me, he will remain nameless. He's an NBA player. And he told me Kevin Love's numbers were a facade. And he was like, if you watch Kevin Love, right? Because this is at the time where everyone was recruiting him. The Celtics were recruiting him. Everybody
Was this
wanted
when
to
Kevin
become.
Love was still he had a bit of extra love on his
Yes.
body, or was
Yeah.
this like Banana
This,
Republic model Kevin
yeah,
Love?
this is not the glow up Kevin Love. This is like right before it,
Okay, this is still
this is right
chunky
before it.
Kevin
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. This is
Kevin
T Wolves.
extra love. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yep. Yeah. A little extra there to love.
Sure.
But they were like, man, his double doubles and all that, it's such a facade because if you watch, like sometimes he'll rebound the ball to himself. Like he'll tip the rebound off the board and that's good for he does it a couple times a game. You're talking about 4 additional rebounds on top of whatever else that
Yes.
you're getting. But still, I think that, the biggest issue for the Sky is
You're
they've
so
dropped 11 of
lost.
18. They've lost 3 in a row, 4 of 5 since the WNBA resumed play. They don't have a shot, an outside shot. They traded away Marina Mabry. They haven't replaced her production. So you're asking Angel to do things that are not necessarily within her scope right now of her career. And so that's kind of the unfortunate situation that she's put in. But the one thing that we knew she'd be able to do and that she is doing exceedingly well is dominate the glass. And she's, giving her team an opportunity at second chance points. The problem is there's just not a whole lot of depth there to help, secure a bucket.
Bro, I have officially. Elle is literally, bro. I'm trying to hold my composure. I don't even know what to say. What is wrong with her? You were trying to use a Kevin Love. Who the fuck is talking about Kevin Love? They were talking about Kevin Love's double doubles, and he's nobody ever thought that of Kevin Love. Stop trying to make something up that we never thought. You were really trying to justify Angel Reese's rebounds as valid to why she should win Rookie of the Year. You are crazy. And then you're trying to say she's giving her teammates extra chance points, but unfortunately, there's not a lot of depth. What the fuck is that? Bro, she's getting the rebounds. She's right at the rim. She can hit those rebounds. She can hit those putbacks. What are you talking about? A lot of depth. That has to do with her. There's been opportunities, yes, where she's gotten rebounds and she's passed it out. We're talking about her, Angel Reese. She is just making excuses, man. This is crazy.
Tweeted yesterday after I think the offensive rebound thing. I mean, it's always been sort of the talk of this season and why the numbers are very inflated. Her last 3 games, 10 offensive rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds. And you can look on TikTok or YouTube and you can see the sequences in which she'll miss the layup and then get the rebound and miss and then get it. And then she tweeted yesterday, she was like, if it's easy, everybody will be doing it. And I don't know, Elle, what she means by that, because a point blank shot for a WNBA professional basketball player should be easy enough to convert. So I'm wondering if she's hearing the noise, understanding that, okay, I got to clean this up. I got to convert these shots the first time around if I want to have a case for being in the conversation. Again, you and I have been in lockstep in that Caitlin Clark is the rookie of the year. I think she should also be in the MVP conversation. But if this rookie,
I just want you guys to see Elle's demeanor when he just dropped a bar on her.
convert, so for a WNBA professional basketball player, should be easy enough to convert. So I'm wondering if she's hearing the noise, understanding that, okay, I got to clean this up. I got to convert these shots the first time around if I want to have a case for being in the conversation. Again, you and I have been in lockstep in that Caitlin Clark is the rookie of the year. I think she should also be in the MVP conversation. But if this rookie of the year conversation is going to have any validity between these two and any legs between these two, like an actual shot of competing with Caitlin Clark for rookie of the year, she needs to convert more shots and she needs to be a one-on-one player. Like, get the ball in the paint, score. I want to see offensive rebounds go down and field goal percentage go up, is basically what I'm saying. And listen, it's a tall task for the WNBA Rookie of the Year voters. There's only 14 of them, and it's based off of a point scale. So, like, they're seeing the same stuff that we're seeing, but it's 14 of them. So it's not like, the professional baseball writers of, so it's 50, or, Heisman voters, it's 50 across the country. It's 14. You can fit them plus 2 in an egg carton. You know what I mean?
Sure. I think what she probably means by if it was easy, anyone would do it is that slapping back a little bit at the criticism that you're levying, which is, listen, totally
It's valid.
reasonable. Yeah, valid and reasonable, right? Like we can have a reasonable debate about that. Those numbers don't lie. They're not great. But I think what she's saying is I can't possibly be the first person in WNBA history to shoot poorly. And I, alas, am still the first person in WNBA history to get this amount of rebounds, is I think what she's saying is
Sure.
that while, yeah, she'd like to improve on that aspect of it, there's no way that she is the worst shooting WNBA player of all time. And alas, she's still dominating the glass in a way that she did in college as well. That is a
Mhm.
huge part of her game, is her ability to dominate offensively. They
Yeah.
always gave LSU extra chances. Just the difference is that she had, perimeter shooters to kick to. But you mentioned that she tweeted, and one of the most notorious tweeters of all time
Here we
is
go.
Magic Johnson.
Oh,
And that is because his tweets are obvious, boring, and
All right, so we're going to stop there. Elle's lost her mind. Clearly, there's been a whole lot. She's defending swoops. She's backtracking her steps. She's backtracking her statements. She's making apologies. She's there's all kind of stuff, man. And now this whole take right here, this is crazy. You know, Angel, you're doing great, Angel. I want you to keep rebounding, but as stated, I don't even fuck this 20 rebounds. Grab 12 to 14, but finish your shots. We'd be more impressed with those double doubles with 11 rebounds and 17 points, not 20 rebounds and 11 points with 7 of those being free throws. Of 4-15 shooting, no, we don't. No. That's gonna help you guys in the playoffs. That was the main question. Is that gonna really help you guys in the playoffs? There is absolutely no shot Angel Reese helps him in the playoffs with those numbers. Yeah. Kennedy Carter. Yes. She can do it. It's going to be a team effort. But Angel Reese, you have to convert. You have to start going, 6 for 11, 6 for 12. Start having some decent games when it comes to shooting. And then it's really the layups. I mean, there's just so many wide open layups, especially the one the other day versus the Aces going into the first quarter, second quarter. Your teammate gives you a dime and you just clink that shit right off the rim. Then there's the finger roll where you're trailing. You don't even jump. You just finger roll it off your finger, and it just looks literally disgusting. You have to get a better skill set because we're looking at you and we're like, how are you a pro and you can't finish a layup? That's what everyone's looking at. So, look, man, that's what I got for today's video. I can go on and on about this topic. It's your boy, CEO Kana. Shout out to these guys here. Elle, you got to get it together. Not sure what's going on with you. But look, I appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you guys sub up to Game Day Network. Besides that, I'm going to catch you on the next video. Let me know what you guys think about the debate. Me personally, I think Caitlin Clark is way ahead of the Rookie of the Year race. I don't even think it's close right now. But let me know what you guys think. I'm out.